Um, when I turned 50 is when, whew, hello, my beautiful, fat, rebellious, beautiful people. I have been missing, and for good reason. One, I've been in the lab. I was working late making my hair care products. As you all know, I do run a hair care business. It's Nourish to Flourish Naturals, and it's N2FN on Etsy. So I've been making some hair products, some new hair care products to add to my current hair care products. So I've been in the lab, hence one reason that I've been missing. Another reason that I've been missing, and this has been ongoing since for some years now, I'll just put it like that. Menopause. I am struggling. It's no joke. And I wish that it wasn't such a stigma or a taboo in the past for women, period. I wish there was more information out there before. And I hear this a lot from women where they say they didn't know what it was, what was going on with them, what was going on with their body, what was going on with their, brain function, where we get the brain fog and where we were once good. And the mood swings because we have insomnia, we're not sleeping well. So I just really wish that there was more information out there regarding menopause, perimenopause. I never heard of perimenopause until I started researching menopause. So right now I am in menopause. I have since retired, and I didn't retire willfully. I retired early. When I turned 50 is when, whew, and I can remember it was my birthday, my 50th birthday in January 2020 is when I was sucker punched with full blown menopause. Now, I'm assuming and I believe that I was in perimenopause when I turned maybe 43, somewhere between 43 and 45, I believe, because I did have a hysterectomy. So I'm assuming I was in perimenopause because I was getting the night sweats, wasn't getting hot flashes as yet. I was getting the night sweats pretty bad. But when I turned 50, that thing hit me like a truck. I have to laugh to keep from crying. It has caused issues in my marriage. I have to laugh. I have to smile to keep from crying. So I'm working my way back. It's almost as if I'm navigating and learning to live an entire new form of life. And I wish that I had been warned. I tell my daughters, I tell my granddaughters now, everything that I know about it. So they'll know what to expect. They'll at least know what to expect from this life that we've earned. I hear a lot of people on social media saying that menopause is a gift. I don't believe that. I believe having children, being able to procreate, being able to nurture another human being inside your womb is a gift. That's a gift within itself. And I have 4 children to prove that. But I don't believe that period cycles is a gift. And I know we need that to procreate, so maybe it is. But I don't believe menopause is a gift. It's a mental health decline for me. Well, it was. I'm learning now how to manage my mental health as well. So 2020, January 2020 is when it really hit me. I struggled at work, law enforcement, certified law enforcement officer. Not a patrolling officer, but I did correction officer for 7.5 years, and I retired from probation correction officer, where I did that for 6.5 years with the state. So in 2020 also is when the pandemic really hit. And when I tell you all, for both the pandemic and menopause to hit me the way it did, ooh, I thought I was about to be taken out. For several months, I was in my bed. I didn't leave my house. Of course, the pandemic had us on restrictions, but I didn't need the pandemic to put me on that restriction. I was depressed in my bed for months. So I took leave from work, medical leave from work. However, when that ran out, and I was getting counseling, I was doing therapy, mental health therapy, and I was diagnosed. I won't say what I was diagnosed with right now, that I'll put that in a different video, but I was diagnosed. So when my FMLA ran out, my medical leave ran out, I still was not mentally stable, I want to say, or I wasn't mentally ready to go back. Both my PCP and my therapist did not clear me to return to work. We advised work, y'all, and let me say this to y'all. Take your sick time, use that stuff, because these jobs, careers, whatever you want to call them, this is modern day slavery. They don't give 2 F's about us. I promise you they don't. Because when it was time for me to go back and I was not capable of returning due to my mental health, these people didn't care. They did not care. I wasn't leaving my house. They wanted me to come in and talk to them. I'm trying to explain to them, I don't leave my house. I don't know what it is. It's anxiety. Even when I even think about it, I don't leave my bed. I don't leave my bedroom, let alone leaving my house. So they didn't care about any of that. They could have done what they had to do via Zoom or whatever the case may be, because that's how things were, were done. Well, maybe it was too early for that. I'm not sure, because it was the beginning of 2020. I was supposed to return to work in, I want to say May 2020. When I couldn't return to work, when I couldn't come in for whatever, I can't even remember what they called it, appeal. Their decision was to terminate me. So they wanted me to come in for an interview so that I can appeal their decision. And I couldn't do that because, again, I wasn't leaving my bed. And they terminated me after 6.5 years of being a correctional probation officer. I was terminated due to my mental health. That's the most sickening thing I believe should ever happen. This society don't take women serious when it comes to menopause, our mental health. They don't take us serious. And both of these issues has been a stigma, especially in the Black community. It has been a stigma, period, all around, but especially in our Black community. And I am sick of it. So I'm speaking out. And you know, another thing that just make me nauseous, menopause wasn't beginning to be recognized. And I already did a video on menopause on a particular supplement that I had started taking called Dr. Vegan about helping with the symptoms of menopause. I had already did this, and then all of a sudden Halle Berry came out talking about menopause. And then all of a sudden after Halle Berry, Oprah Winfrey came out talking about menopause. And that's when it began to get real recognition. Why do people with money, entertainers, why does it get recognition after these type of people put it out there to be seen? Why? I don't understand it for the life of me. Menopause affects mental health. So why does it take someone with money to speak on it before it's taken serious, before it even gets real, true recognition? And I know that I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm sure many other women wish that they were warned. Even my doctors didn't advise me what I was going through. I remember going for my annual checkup with my PCP. And I was flushed right here, all in my chest. I was flushed, meaning I was red. He asked me what was wrong. I said, I don't know, you tell me. But thinking back, and not just from today, I thought about it a while ago. Thinking back, that was me going through one of my menopausal symptoms. And I told him I was starting feeling fatigued and tired all the time. I didn't really have the energy anymore. All of this is in the same checkup. And he didn't put two and two together. And my doctor is a traditional doctor where he's going to stay in that room with you and talk to you and go over everything with you. A good doctor. But didn't know any of these symptoms was menopause. My gyno, my OBGYN, couldn't understand a certain thing. Sent it to the lab. Things came back clear. So I said, okay, so what is going on? You know what his answer to me was? I don't know. Okay, so now what other tests can be ran or whatever? I'll have to see. Yeah, my experiences with my doctors. So I've been missing, but I'm getting back. I've been missing because I have since been in the lab, but I guess the main reasons are menopause and me learning to navigate this new life. Retirement, me learning how to navigate this new life. My marriage to my best friend, I'm navigating to learn this new life. At first, my spouse really supported me even in the depression stage, really supported me. But because this menopause is so difficult to understand, even for the person that's going through it, like myself, and it's hard to explain unless people actually experience menopause, they're not really going to understand how your sexual drive declines. And that person in your life wants that pleasure. And can you blame them? It's a part of life. But for the menopausal woman, speaking for myself, I hear that some women libido goes up. Not mine. Mine declined. Mine was up in my 20s. But not now. So it's causing issues even in my marriage. So anyway, people, pray for me as I pray for you. I'm working my way back to my YouTube page, to TikTok. I really wasn't ever into TikTok too much, but I'm trying to work my way back, and I will get there. I miss YouTube. I miss you all. Your comments on my fashion videos that I was really getting myself into. I'm not really big on fashion, but I do like looking put together. So I want to get back to that. And anytime I was doing those videos, mind you, I still have a mental health diagnosis. So I'm pushing through that. Yeah, but I will see you all soon. Thanks for joining me today, and thanks for joining me in the near future. I look forward to it, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.